Hello, everyone. I'm Jonathan Nicholson with ISP Supplies, powered by Wave. And today we'd like to welcome everyone to our presentation with Grandstream titled Introducing Grandstream Unified Communications and Networking Solutions, hosted by Chris Dow, Channel Sales Manager with Grandstream, as well as Zach Kubek, our EVP of Marketing with Wave. Now, for many years, we have sold and supported Grandstream's IP telephony solutions, which we have also used in our in-house phone system for about 15 years now. However, VoIP is only a mere fraction of the technology developed by Grandstream, and that's why we are very proud to reintroduce their entire product portfolio to all of you today, including Grandstream's networking line covering their indoor and outdoor Wi-Fi, their switches, routers, and network management, in addition to their unified communications, which consists of IP telephones, PBXs, conferencing solutions, gateways, ATAs, and lastly, their convergence solutions, which shows how all their products work beautifully together. So I'm sure questions will come up. Please submit them in our QA chat window, and we'll cover them as we go. We also have David Richards and Abdel Jabbar from Grandstream here answering some of the chat questions that come in to make sure that y'all get your answers. And this presentation will also be recorded for anyone who may have missed it or would like to replay. So we have lots of ground to cover today. So let's kick this webinar off. Chris, please take it away.
Thanks, Jonathan. Yeah, a lot of ground to cover here in a short amount of time. Welcome everyone. Want to take a special thank you to Jonathan, Zach, and the whole Wave team for helping us put this first webinar together. I know we're very excited on the Grandstream side to be working with Wave in a, I guess, formal capacity now, if you will. For those of you that don't know me, my name's Chris Dow. I'm the head of channel sales for Grandstream North America, and as Jonathan mentioned, have David Richards, who's our head of network sales here for North America, and then Abdel Jabbar, who is on our support team and can help answer any questions that you have. Goal today is really for today's webinar to be a very quick and informative webinar, really providing an overview and a recap of Grandstream's entire comprehensive solution line. As I mentioned, kind of kicking things off, it's going to be really high level, but hopefully you should leave today understanding how you can standardize on Grandstream products to streamline your business operations and improve efficiency. So real quick, for those that are unfamiliar or don't know Grandstream, or maybe not the whole story of Grandstream, we were founded in 2002, and really since then we've been at the forefront of unified communications and over the last 5 years or so, networking innovation. We are headquartered in Boston, Massachusetts, so we are a US-based company. And we've really grown into a global leader and provide businesses in over 150 countries now with high performance, cost effective ICT solutions. Really, what sets Grandstream apart is our commitment to seamless integration. Unlike companies that might only focus on one aspect of business technology, whether that's unified communications or networking or facility management, Grandstream offers it all. We have a fully unified ecosystem to simplify deployment, reduce costs, and again, enhance efficiency to our downstream reseller and partner base. Our portfolio is over 200 products now, spanning everything Jonathan mentioned: IP phones, PBX systems, Wi-Fi access points, switches, routers, you name it. Grandstream probably makes it. And being a privately held company, that allows us to stay customer focused and innovative driven. It really ensures that our solutions can evolve with the needs of modern businesses. We're able to pivot and add features and do some pretty cool stuff like that in a rapid time frame, to be honest with you. So whether you're a small business, a service provider, maybe an enterprise business, Grandstream provides reliable, scalable, and secure technology to all of those various verticals. We also take pride in our industry recognition. Most people have come to know Grandstream for unified communication solutions, where we've consistently been a top player over the last 23 years. We're the number two ranked global provider of IP voice phones, the largest global provider of IP video phones. But what a lot of people don't know, or they're starting to quickly find out, is that Grandstream is also becoming known as a player in the networking and convergence spaces, which is actually the fastest growing part of our portfolio. Over the years, our products have received multiple accolades, including the Frost and Sullivan Company of the Year, as well as various innovation and excellence awards from companies like TMC and Globee. So really, this webinar is going to be broken down into three categories or chapters, I'll call it: unified communications, networking, and then converging those two with our convergence lines there in the middle. We understand businesses today face an overwhelming number of choices when it comes to building their information and communications technology, managing multiple vendors, for telephony, networking, security, and even cloud management can lead to a lot of compatibility issues, increased costs for the end user, as well as operational inefficiencies. So, our mission at Grandstream is to simplify that technology by providing businesses with an affordable, secure, and easy to manage solution, all from a single manufacturer. So that's really where Grandstream stands out and what I hope to convey in this webinar today, as Grandstream being a true one-stop shop for those ICT solutions. So first up, we'll discuss unified communications. Obviously, in today's fast-paced business environments, seamless communication is key. This is really Grandstream's core competency. It's what we started with 23 years ago, and we provide a solution really that includes everything you need to build state-of-the-art voice and video communication networks. So, a closer look at the unified communication product portfolio. First, we have our PBX solutions. Three different options in this. We have our UCM series, which is our long-standing on-premise IP PBX solutions. These will offer robust telephony features without any licensing fees whatsoever. We also have our cloud UCM IP PBX, which is our cloud-hosted PBX solution, offering full flexibility for businesses that have remote workforces spread, around the world or around the US. And finally, we have our software UCM, which is our self-hosted PBX solution, offering the flexibility of that cloud UCM right there above it. The difference is with the software UCM, you can host that on your own infrastructure. So if you, just want to self-host for security reasons, whatever it may be, you have that ability to do so. With all three of those flavors, we do have a soft phone, which is our Wave app. This is going to be a mobile desktop as well as a web-based soft phone for seamless communication across all of your devices, whether it be computers or cell phones. Next, we have our IP phones, and there's a lot of different flavors in this category. Uh, we have our GRP series, which is our newer carrier grade IP phone line. These will have advanced features as well as advanced security features built into those. We have our GXP series, which is our older lineup of our enterprise IP phones built for professional office environments. And then finally, we have our GHP series, which is designed for hotels and hospitality. So these are going to be more of a hotel phone type deployment. Next, we also have our IP video phones. These will also be desktop phones. These are our Android-based GXV series, so it's going to provide premium experience both for video calling as well as conferencing. Being that they're Android, you also have access to the Google Play Store to download third-party apps and run those on the phone as well. And then finally, pivoting to the cordless or wireless IP phone side, we have our WP series, which is our Wi-Fi phones. And then we also have our DP series, which is our DECT phones. We're seeing a major shift right now to the Wi-Fi technology. These are going to be ideal for mobility within any Wi-Fi environments. So hospitals, warehouses, hotels, schools, anywhere where people are going to be walking around a Wi-Fi network and you don't want to have to worry about roaming or base stations or repeaters. That's where these Wi-Fi phones have really taken off for us. And then for the people that do still want decked phones for long range communication, whether it be offices or homes, what have you, we also have a whole lineup there as well. And then finally, some of the other products in our unified communications category. We have our conferencing section, which has a couple different conference phone options now. We have our IP video talk platform, which is our cloud-based conference platform. We also have an entire suite of facility management solutions, and we're about to launch a new lineup of these at the end of October. So that's pretty exciting. So this is going to include door phones for secure access control and intercom systems. This will also include overhead speaking and paging solutions as well. We have a few different models for that. So real big in schools, office buildings, and hospitals. ATAs and gateways, this is the first product Grandstream ever made. And if you've used a Grandstream product, it's probably one of those ATAs, but this is going to be for your analog device integration. So it allows businesses to connect, excuse me, legacy phone systems to modern VoIP networks. So for the old copper lines out there that you want to convert to VoIP, that's where this would come in. And then finally, and we'll touch on this a couple different times because all of our products kind of fit with the device management standpoint. But we also have our cloud-based device management platform called GDMS, or Grandstream Device Management Service. This is going to be our 100% free solution for businesses to easily manage and monitor all of their Grandstream devices from a single platform. More to come on that later. Then, real quickly, here's kind of what our unified communications value proposition is, if I had to sum it up into 8 different points. One, the years of expertise. We've been doing this for 23 years on the UC side. We're one of the first SIP manufacturers in the world with the legacy of reliability as well as innovation. Free management, which again I'll touch on here later in the presentation, but again, we're providing a free cloud-based management solution. Carrier grade security on most of our newer phone models, or really all models at this point that we're launching. Easy installation and remote management, which ties back to the free management. But the two biggest things I would say on here, one-stop shop. It's probably not going to be the last time I say this on this presentation, but we have a complete ecosystem of IP telephony, video conferencing, networking, and security solutions. We give you the ability to standardize with Grandstream products and eliminate the vendor management that you're doing with multiple vendors in multiple categories. And then finally, reliable supply chain. And this really kind of boils down into the global geopoliticalness going on right now. So not only do we have a reliable supply chain, but we've diversified it. Most of our US market-based products now are being manufactured outside of China. So we're not reliant on, whether or not tariffs might change. So that's been great for our growth the last couple quarters, is diversifying that supply chain and continuing to ship product here with stable pricing. Next, we'll discuss the networking solution part of our portfolio. As I'm sure most of y'all are aware, networking is the backbone of any modern business for the most part. So our GWN series is really designed to deliver high performance, secure and scalable network solutions that cater really to the businesses of all sizes, whether that's small offices or large enterprises. So looking ahead, we'll kind of take a look at what that looks like. So our GWN series, which is our Grandstream networking portfolio, I'll kind of starts with that product name. We really cover every aspect of connectivity with, the wireless space, starting with our network switches. Our portfolio includes unmanaged, multi-gigabit, layer 2 plus, layer 3, aggregation switches. Really, we cover every avenue, I guess you could say, or every layer there. So we allow businesses to build scalable and efficient network infrastructures with advanced traffic management features. These are great if you're deploying not only our phones that we've previously talked about, but also our access points, which I'll talk about now. So we provide Wi-Fi 6 and Wi-Fi 7 models designed for various environments on the AP side. So we make indoor access points, outdoor and long range access points, in-wall access points. So whether you're an office, a hotel, a large warehouse, we pretty much have an access point to fit your needs. With all of our access points, they all have the same feature set as well. So you don't have to worry about buying a particular AP for a feature. It's more of buying, almost if you want indoor, outdoor, whether you want it to mount on a ceiling or a wall. We make it very easy to kind of figure out what you need there. On the router side, we offer both wired and Wi-Fi routers. These are going to support VPNs, in some cases GPON fiber connections. That we have both Wi-Fi 5 and 6 capabilities, so we can ensure businesses get a fast, secure, and reliable internet. And then finally, again, network management. I'll harp on it, 100% completely free. So that's really what we have going for us on the network management side. So with this lineup, businesses can build really an end-to-end networking solution that meets their needs while keeping costs low and performance high. And then again, here's kind of a quick slide about our networking value prop. So there's a couple nuances between this and the unified communications one. The big thing is with all of our networking products, we give a standard 3-year warranty. We want to ensure reliability and peace of mind when you're rolling our networking products out to your customers. The other thing, going a step further, is we have a QR code on every box, networking box, that you can actually scan with our GWN app and load that into your Grandstream device management account. So it makes really deployment effortless, even for those without deep technical expertise, to put those into your account. And then finally, again, on the networking, we offer a lot of advanced features on our products that are standard. So captive portals is a big one. Mesh networking is another question I get asked a lot. Yes, we do mesh networking. VPN support, QoS management, and really more to optimize your network performance. And now finally, kind of tying the two lines together with our convergence products. So in today's technology landscape, businesses need more than just separate communications and networking solutions. Some might want an integrated, all-in-one infrastructure to ensure seamless connectivity, security, and management. So Grandstream rolled this product out a few months ago. This really bridges the gap between networking and unified communications, providing a fully converged solution that combines networking. So this box has a built-in switch, router, and in some models, an access point. This also has a built-in IP PBX to tie in the unified communication side. And then finally, like all of our other products, you can cloud manage this through our centralized portal. So you have a single box that can include a router, a firewall, the IP PBX, and a network switch. All It's almost an SMB in a box type solution. So by integrating all of these elements, you can simplify IT operations for yourself internally as the reseller, but also reduce compatibility issues, lower your operational costs, increase the efficiency and security, and then scale it easy for any of your customers that are growing businesses. So it's become a great product for really all of our customer base. And kind of leading into this slide, for those of you that might be familiar with our UC and the UC side of the business, or maybe you might be a service provider and you want to add networking and security services, we have our UCM built into this box that you're already familiar with. And now you can roll out the firewall, the router, and the managed networking side of this as well. Vice versa for the networking products or networking partners, excuse me. Maybe you want to roll VoIP into your offering and you need an easy way to roll VoIP. Well, you have the firewall and router that you're already managing and familiar with. Now you can add the IP PBX into that same box as well. Now, if you're already deploying UC and networking, and maybe you're managing 4 or 5 different modules or boxes, now you can roll that into a single box, so to speak, and deploy all these services with one device. So, depending on what the background is and what you're trying to accomplish, this has a opportunity for really all of you on the channel. And then finally, here's the value prop on the convergent side. A lot of this will be the same. Really, the big one here is an all-in-one box. Your traditional IT setups require businesses to purchase and manage these multiple separate vendors for networking, telephony, security, and you can eliminate that by offering the complete system in a single box. So it's a great product for you to really get your feet wet with Grandstream if you're doing part of our portfolio and want to look to do all of it. And then finally, the last product we'll touch on, and this kind of completes and complements all of the solutions. Mentioned this a couple times already, but our GDMS service, which is again our Grandstream device management system. This is our free cloud-based platform designed to manage both UC and networking devices from one centralized dashboard. GDMS inside provides zero-touch provisioning, so you can easily deploy and configure those devices remotely. Centralized unified communications and networking management, so you can manage all of your endpoints, whether it be phones, PBX systems, APs, routers, switches. All of our products are included in here. It has multi-site and remote device control. So this will be ideal for businesses managing multiple offices or remote teams within those offices. End-to-end encryption and security. So this is going to protect your network with two-way verification and encrypted connections. And finally, real-time monitoring and alerts. So you can receive and set up notifications based on various alerts, as well as troubleshoot those issues instantly. And again, the great thing is this is 100% completely free. There is no licensing costs at all, depending on, how many products you have. We don't care if it's one product or a million products. It's completely free of charge. So with GDMS, businesses can really remotely manage their entire ecosystems with minimal effort. Saves you time, reduce costs, and overall increase operational efficiency.
Hey, Chris, Zach Hubeck here. We've got a quick question that's coming in the Q&A from David about any plans in the portfolio in regard to a gate entry system.
We do have a new lineup of facility access devices coming out at the end of October.
Okay.
So that's going to be, like your standard keypad with camera type, deal that I know some people deploy out at gates. Hopefully that answers the question. That'd be the closest thing that we would have as far as that vertical goes, though.
All right, very good. David, if you have any subsequent questions, pop that in the Q&A, and then, of course, we can connect offline as well and get you more information on that new product coming out in October. Thanks, Chris.
Yeah, not a problem. So real quick, I'm not going to get too deep into this, but just to kind of give all of y'all an idea of where Grandstream serves various industries with tailored solutions. This is really where we've seen our growth come from this year, at least for North America. So the big one's been enterprise and SMB solutions. You can kind of see all the products that you could piece together for these solutions, whether it be the unified communications platform with the IP-PBX all the way to the networking and video communications type deployments there. So really a wide range of products, and I'd say this is by far and large, outside of the service provider category, our top vertical, the SMB type space. Second, and this has really been our fastest growing part of our portfolio because I'll lump MDUs into this as well, or multi-dwelling units, but residential type solutions. And this is really where we've seen a lot of our networking products deployed this year. A ton of switches, a ton of access points. To Zach's question a minute ago, door entry and intercom, which you can see there, kind of on the far right. That product there in the middle is kind of the older version of what I was talking about with the facility management solutions, keypad camera, and we have the new lineup coming out next year. But residential solutions have been a big part of our growing portfolio this year. Education has always been a big part for Grandstream, really on the IP telephony side, but also on the intercom and paging solutions as well. Seems like there's an overhead, speaker in every classroom these days. And Grandstream has been a big part of that, actually. It's been a big deployer for us. But also networking has become very big in schools as well. The need to build Wi-Fi networks is ever more important now than it used to be. And then finally, the last one, hospitality solutions. So Grandstream launched our lineup of hospitality specific phones about a year ago or so. We have both black and white phones. I bring that up because it's the only non-black phones we make, because hotels like the white phones. They look clean. So we do have that as an option. But going a step further with our IP PBX solutions, we have PMS integration natively tied into those to 3 or 4 different platforms in the box. And then we also offer an open API to integrate to PMS systems outside of that. So hotels have been a big part of our growth as well, or hospitalities really in general. Also with the networking, but a lot of these hotels will have old wiring as well. So you can go in and deploy a lot of our gateways to those analog phones that might be in the rooms and be able to utilize their old wiring there. And then finally, just a couple quick sales tools so everyone kind of understands how Grandstream operates and how we can help you, through Wave in this case. So first of all, here's our sales team. If anyone has any questions whatsoever, feel free to reach out to us. We kind of cover various verticals, if you will. So Dave, who's here on the presentation, heads up our network sales. He'd be a great resource if you need to build out networks or need help with building out a bill of materials, something along those lines. And then if there are service providers in attendance, Ben Conway heads up our ITSP sales, and he can help any of the service providers out there as well. But we want to be available. We tell everyone, view us as an extension of your sales team. So if you do need help closing a strategic deal, whatever it may be, just have questions, there's our emails. Feel free to reach out. And then the other kind of cool thing we have for all of our partners is our partner marketing portal. You can use the URL there to sign up, or even scan the QR code that I'm proud of myself for making, and it'll redirect you to the sign up page as well. First, as a partner, we want to make it as easy as possible for you, the reseller, to promote and sell our Grandstream products and feel confident doing it. So our marketing team really has created an entire library of all the marketing tools and resources that we use internally that you can use, and continues to build this portal out with new material almost weekly. So you're going to have all of our partner marketing kits in there. So these are going to be the all-in-one toolkits that include everything you need to market a specific product or product line. So these will include technical documents, competitive analysis, product images for websites, really everything you need in one place for the most part. We also have an entire content library. So these will have how-to guides or blog posts or webinar slides, all designed for you to customize them. So if you want to post a blog or need the how-to guide that you want to brand yourself, all that would be available there. And then finally, and this is probably the big one that everyone asks about, sales resources. So you'll find tools specifically created to support the sales process. So things like comparison charts, battle cards, how does it compare to other vendors or brands, brochures, downloadable banner imagery, really anything you need is going to be under that sales resources. And then finally, I tell everybody this, if there's something that's not there that you would like to see, feel free to let us know. I know our marketing team just updated all of our Wi-Fi 7 comparison charts yesterday and sent them to us. So we can make stuff pretty quickly on the fly if there's something missing that you might need. With that, that's all I have. So, in conclusion, Grandstream, you know, wants to be your trusted partner for a fully integrated solution. So whether that's UC, networking, management, we offer a secure, scalable, cost-effective solution. Feel free to reach out to us. If there's any questions, we'll have a quick Q&A here to answer anything. But, want to thank everyone for joining, and I'll flip it back over here to Jonathan to wrap us up.
Awesome. Thank you, Chris, for that rundown of solutions and resources available. And in future presentations, we will be able to cover Grandstream's specific solutions more in depth. So it's great that we were able to kind of go over the overall, portfolio right now. Now, a good mix of questions came in, and we do have some time to answer some of them. So if you don't mind, Chris, let's just jump right in here on a couple of them. All right. Here's a couple on the networking solutions. One of them is, what's the difference between Grandstream's layer 2 and layer 3 switches?
Abdel, you want to take that?
Yeah, I'll take that one. So the main difference between the layer 3 and layer 2 switches, the layer 3 switches, they do support dynamic routing protocols like OSPF, BGP, and RIP. They are generally implemented at the distribution layer to confine the broadcast domain and use those routing or dynamic routing protocols to sync the subnets with the other layer 3 switches at the distribution layer. But you can also use them at the access layer because they provide features like PoE++, SFP+, and also 2.5 gig in case you have like a device or an application that requires higher throughput than 1 gig.
Excellent. Thank you, Abdel. Another question here regarding their networking solutions is, do Grandstream routers support VPN and firewall features?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, all the Grandstream routers do support VPN, and we do offer multiple VPN solutions, such as OpenVPN, IPsec, WireGuard, point-to-point tunneling protocol, layer 2 tunneling protocol. For the firewall question, the GWN series do support the traditional firewall, which is basically configuring your firewall rules like ACLs. But we do also have the convergence solution, the GCC series, which offer the next generation firewall, which includes a lot of features like malware protection, SSL inspection, and so many other features that are provided in the next gen firewalls.
Thank you. And I'm throwing one more question at you since you're on a roll here. How do I set up and manage Grandstream networking devices remotely?
For remote management, the best solution would be GDMS networking because that's a cloud-based solution and you can access it just using a web browser. And it's a free solution that Grandstream offers to all Grandstream users so they can add their own devices to their accounts and manage them remotely. For the networking solutions, you can use GDMS to provision devices, or you can simply use it to access for remote access, like create a secure tunnel between GDMS and the device so you can have access to the web interface of the device.
I went ahead and threw up this slide for anyone that is interested in getting an account. There's the URL there at the bottom. It's just gdms.cloud. I'd say really the only caveat is you just need to have a Grandstream MAC address to get started. So you will need some sort of Grandstream MAC product, but you can get started with the free account at gdms.cloud.
Perfect. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Jumping over to the unified communication side of things, do Grandstream devices support Skype or IAX protocols?
I mean, for our IP phones, they're all SIP based, so you can only use them with servers or providers that support SIP. We do have an IP PBX that supports IEX. We do not support Skype. I think Skype is becoming like a legacy thing. I'm not even sure if they still support it. But for IEX, if you're going to use an IP PBX, we do support IEX on the IP PBX models.
Thank you, Bill. One more question on the unified communications side here. How do I make direct IP to IP calls without a SIP server?
All the Grandstream endpoint devices like IP phones, video phones, ATAs, they all support IP to IP calls. And I believe most devices, they have it enabled by default. If not, there is a feature where you can enable IP calls. The configuration is very simple. You just disable SIP registration and enable IP calls. It's like a two-step or two settings that you need to change on the device. And you just enter the IP address that you want the SIP endpoint to call. We do have a lot of documentation on the Grandstream website for multiple products and how to configure and set up a peer-to-peer connection or IP call, IP-based calls.
Great, thank you. And one more question here. This one's regarding the convergence solutions. How does the GCC series improve network performance and security?
I mean, for GCC, it's designed with, I would say, with the robust hardware components that allows it to route and forward a large amount of traffic. And it also includes the traditional firewall in case you want to implement ACLs for security. But it also has the next generation firewall module if you want to implement that one. So when you get a device like a GCC, you get 1 year free plan that you can use that next generation firewall features. And this module has a lot of security features that protects against malware, viruses. You can also use it with web filtering, DNS filtering. So it has a lot of next generation firewall features that can be used and implemented to improve the security of your network.
Hey, Jonathan, this is Zach and team. We got a new one that came in on the Q&A while you guys were talking. I operate a WISP environment that's heavily Ubiquiti focused. Does the GDMS support third-party device monitoring, management, and statistics via SNMP or other protocols?
I mean, all the Grandstream networking endpoints, as well as some UC products support SNMP. If you want to send the traffic to a third-party device, that should work. For GDMS, we do support the API, and we do have a documentation, like an extensive API documentation that you can refer to use or to sync GDMS with a third-party application through the API.
All right. Thank you, Abdel. Another question that came in here is someone did ask about what about zero tier?
Zero tier, we don't support it yet. Probably that's something in the future we might support it as a VPN solution. But for now, we currently it's not supported on the Grandstream networking devices.
Good deal. Thank you, Abdel. And it looks like those are all the questions that came in. Chris, excellent presentation. And also thank you not only to Chris, but David, Abdel, and Zach for all your support during this presentation today. We will be uploading this recording on YouTube, and we'll also be sharing it across social media. So please make sure to subscribe and follow us on all social media platforms, including Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Reddit. And for anyone attending WISPAPalooza 2025 in Las Vegas coming up, please stop by our booth number 148, since we will be showcasing Grandstream products at the show, and their reps will also be in very close proximity to assist with any questions or potential projects where Grandstream would be a good fit. Please visit any of our websites for all of your Grandstream needs. In the US, please visit waveonline.com or ispsupplies.com. And for our friends up in Canada, please visit mbsiwave.com or ispsupplies.ca. This brings our webinar to an end. Hope everybody has a great rest of your week, and until next time.
Thank you, gentlemen.